Andrea Pringle was only 16 years old and 18 weeks pregnant when she was admitted to the skilled medical unit at Florida Institute for Neurologic Rehabilitation following a catastrophic car accident on Christmas Day 2003.
I was going out to my dad's, and she just begged and begged and begged to go to her fiance's and spend Christmas there. So I gave in and let her go. And later that afternoon, I got the call that she was in an accident. She was airlifted from Bell's parking lot in Citrus County to St. Joe's in Tampa.
I was 2 or 3 months pregnant at the time.
She suffered a traumatic brain injury that led to a coma-like state.
Very bad prognosis that she would never come out of her coma, that she would be in a persistent vegetative state the rest of her life, and we should just find a nursing home and warehouse her.
And doctors gave her and her unborn son little chance for survival.
They told her that the baby would probably not make it just because of the impact and the lack of oxygen that Andrea suffered throughout her own recovery. The doctors definitely felt that the baby would have some residual effects from that injury.
One of the worries, that the family had when Andrea was pregnant is, they weren't sure whether her having a child, being pregnant with a child, whether it was going to impact her recovery process or keep her in coma longer or cause her to have more difficulty. And they struggled with a decision of whether to, just terminate the pregnancy or not.
They told us that there's no way that he'd even survive because there's nothing about women being pregnant in a coma.
They wanted her to obviously get some kind of brain injury rehab, but most skilled nursing facilities that they were referring to, because of her age and the fact that she was pregnant, complicated a placement for her. They couldn't find an appropriate place for her to go. And they were denied from probably 10 or 15 other types of facilities.
We just weren't gonna settle for that. And we heard about Finer, and we brought her here.
The family searched diligently for a rehabilitation facility that would accept her. When she came to us, she was still very minimally responsive. She was still in a coma state.
She had a trach, she was on a ventilator, and she was about 18 weeks pregnant when she finally was transferred. She had some infections and other complications, but primarily she was just unresponsive and definitely needed some intervention.
She needed to have a lot of medical support to be able to successfully make the transition.
Well, they were all very positive from day one that, they were going to be able to help her.
During her 8.5-month stay at Finer, she woke from her coma, gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and completed her rehabilitation.
She had started to be somewhat responsive towards the end of her pregnancy. She basically was able to recognize that she had a big stomach and seemed to have some awareness that she was pregnant.
She came out of her coma about the end of May, and her baby was born June 2nd. She had just come out of her coma.
She delivered her baby naturally. She had no complications, and then she returned to the facility for a few more weeks of therapy while her mom took care of the little boy. And then it wasn't a whole lot of time after that that she wanted to go home. Her place was with her baby.
After he was born, her recovery just gained momentum. It was all about Brian.
She was so motivated to provide for this baby, and no matter what, she was going to take care of him, and she was so proud of that. And that absolutely drove her to do better in therapy, to continue even though she may have been experiencing some pain. She worked very hard for that baby. She was very focused and motivated.
Today, she resides in Inverness, where she owns her own home and raises her 8-year-old son.
Well, everyone here was really nice when I was here, and they were a big help to me. I mean, look how far I've come. I've come from vegetative state to who I am now. I live by myself, which I'm very proud of because I bought my own house with land. I own it. Nobody lives with me. I live with my son. I take care of him in my house by myself. That's why just because someone tells you you can't do something doesn't mean it's true. I was in my accident in 11th grade and I went home and I had homeschool to graduate and I got a regular high school diploma. Not a special diploma, regular high school diploma. I worked hard for this. He's the reason why I'm still here.
Oh, he's awesome. He's a perfect 8-year-old.
I like to swim, run, play soccer, play all types of sports. I love my mom for who she is.
And they worked miracles because she learned to walk, talk, everything.